See you later, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Okay, I'm here. Harp24, 24-hour ultra marathon. 5 mile loops. You see how many loops you can do in the 24 hours. I'm here. Messed up a little bit. So I get here, I go to put up my tent only to realise that I didn't have the tent poles. They're back in my car, back in Cambridge. I messed up so bad. I just thought that they were in the tent, in the bag, in this bag. But so luckily a very nice man has made this shelter for me, and it's perfect. So this is my aid station. Every lap I do, I come here. I've got all my stuff here. Yeah. So 2 hours to go. I'm just chilling at the moment, stretching a little bit, and yeah, I'm ready to go. Okay, starting in half an hour. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just this way, what's the step? Hold on.
I'm on my 5th lap. My first time doing a talking video this race. 4.5 hours in. I just haven't felt very talkative. I've been very what's the word? Just in my own head. So yeah, the course isn't bad, to be fair. It's alright. I'm happy with it. Some uneven terrain, but I mean, this is a trail run, so you're gonna get that. No real steep inclines, nothing like that. It's yeah, it's good, it's decent. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be talking all that much. I don't know, it might change, but I'll get footage of the course and yeah. So there's more declines than inclines. Sometimes declines can be worse for your quads and your knees. But these aren't too bad. the only bit of the course I don't like. It's a little bit uneven and you can't see. So the first 3-4 laps, the sun was relentless, but clouded over now, and there's a nice breeze, so sachets, these are the ones I've got from Hunter and Gather, no artificial sweeteners in them, nice flavours, all natural.
Yeah, but I hope it was sent out to everyone on the text group, so ask around and someone should be able to share it.
One sachet every lap.
But it totally matters what you wear, by the way, regardless of what route also.
Try and eat as clean as possible. Sometimes you do just have to get calories in, no matter what it is. But I've brought fairly decent food with me.
You need to have that torch on.
Okay, it's night ops. I'm going to be honest, I'm struggling with some GI issues, gut issues.
Escaping from the
first time I've had a problem with this in a race, and to be honest, I just don't fancy taking my camera or my phone out with me. I'm leaving them here. Yeah, I'm not going to get much footage in this race, I don't think. I'm gutted, I don't know. See you later on, but I just don't fancy recording. I'm having to deal with this issue. But
why don't we have glow sticks?
I soldier on. Keep going. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, it's Monday. I've had some time to recover and think about the Harp24 and what happened, where it went wrong. So yeah, here's my thoughts on it. So I started off quite well, although I felt just a little bit, I felt off. I was just in my own head. I didn't want to take any videos for my YouTube content. I didn't want to do my stories that I usually do for all my followers on Facebook, Instagram. I was just in my own head, but I was making good progress. I was averaging a decent pace, and I was running for the whole 5-mile loop. I was running all of it. The only time I would stop was there was an aid station halfway round and they had oranges and bananas. I would stop, get an orange, a banana, and take some water, and then I'd go. I'd be running again, and I'd eat and drink as I'm running. So I wanted to keep moving as much as possible. Then I would get back to camp and I would do what I needed to do. I'd have electrolytes, water, food, whatever I needed to do, and then I would go do my next lap. As I was going, these breaks were becoming a bit longer and longer, but I was still managing a decent pace on the 5 mile loop. So yeah, making good progress. But then mile 35 is when it started to go downhill for me. This is when I started to have gut issues. So I was having to go to the toilet a lot, and yeah, I mean, it's not something that I really want to talk about, but it is it is part of ultra running. You ask an ultra runner about it, and I'm sure they'll tell you the same thing. It happens. You get problems with your stomach, and you're gonna need I was having to go to the toilet a lot, so as I was running the 5 mile laps, I'd just have to go in a bush, and this was slowing me down. And over time, I just felt myself getting weaker and weaker, and my pace was getting slower, and I was stopping more and more. I'd get back to the camp, and my breaks were just getting longer and longer, but I was still going, although I was just getting weaker and things were starting to tighten up. I was still going, and I got to mile 55. So I started that lap, I started walking it, and my plan was to walk for a bit, but then grow into it and start running. But God, it's a bit cold. I never did. I just felt so weak. There was nothing there, and I was starting to get dizzy. I hadn't been eating much because I just couldn't, and then the stomach problems, the dehydration, everything compounded, and there was nothing there, and I didn't see any way of me finishing another 45 miles. So I was laying down on this grass, and that's when I decided that I was gonna pull out. I really didn't want to. I really wanted the 100 miles. I really thought I was gonna do it. I was so confident, but yeah, it wasn't my day. So yeah, it was about 2 a.m. I pulled out. 12 and a half hours, so about just over halfway in to the 24 hours and 55 miles. That's not bad, considering I started to fall apart from mile 35 onwards. So, and if those problems hadn't come, I was on course for 100, and who knows, like, my plan was to get like 110. That's what I really wanted. But 100 was the minimum. And the way I started, I was on course for that, but yeah, things went wrong. And I haven't mentioned the heat. The heat is what caused these issues. So here's where I have to eat humble pie big time, because Mr. Sweatsuit, Mr. Heat Trainer, got humbled by the sun. All the symptoms that I had pointed towards heat stroke, heat exhaustion, and possibly even rhabdo. So it's a good thing that I pulled out when I did, because some ultra marathon runners are so tough, they run through rhabdo, and like, you can die from rhabdo. That's when your muscles start to break down, and then that goes into your bloodstream, something like that. It's yeah, it's not a good thing. Was I getting close to that? I don't know, maybe, but I felt horrendous. I felt sick, headache, dehydrated, dizzy. Yeah, I was not in a good way. A little bit delirious as well. I did a video for my Facebook and Instagram, saying how I was pulling out, and I was just a bit like, you could tell I was kind of out of it a little bit, because I really was. I was out of it. I'd pushed hard, and I'm disappointed, but I should also be proud, because yeah, I did push through a lot of discomfort to get 55 miles. So it's the thing with having these big goals and having a strict standard for yourself. When you come up short, it's easy just to focus on the fact that you failed, but there's a lot of positives to take from that, and also a lot of lessons to take. So it really is not the end of the world. I live to run another day, and I take the experience into the next one, which will be the 8th of August. I'm doing a 100km, which is 62-mile run from from Newmarket, which is close to where I live, and then that ends in Essex, a point to point. I love the point to point races, to be honest. They're my favourite type. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing next, and I want to get a good time on that. It's a race I've done twice before. I want to smash my time. Ideally, I'd like to do a 100-miler in July, but I'll have to look for one. There was one that I wanted to do called the Essex 100, which I've failed on twice. I was going to do it this year and complete it, third time lucky, but I found out that they've stopped doing that race now, so I'm gutted about that. I've never got to get my revenge. But yeah, I'm gonna look out for another 100-miler in July. If I can't find one, it's fine. I've got SVP 100, it's called. SVP 100km, 8th of August. I'm going to do that. And then run Sandringham, which is another 24-hour event, the end of August. And then the end of September, another 24-hour event called Equinox 24. I had a goal of doing 500 milers this year. I've done one. Can I do another 4? I don't know. My plan's kind of been thrown off, but we'll see. Anyway, making progress. Took a DNF in this one, but it's all good. Take the experience, take the lessons, and move on. Become better. Let's go. Cheers for watching.